Welcome into our show for this Friday evening. The Gretna Hawks on the road once again to face the Dan River Wildcats. And Hawks coming off a loss against Tunstall last week where the turnover bug had a hold to them and wouldn't let go as they had numerous turnovers, eventually falling to Tunstall 14-0, leveling their record to 1-1. Wildcats this year opened up with Tunstall, winning that one rather easily. And last week against Chatham, a little bit more difficult, but still a convincing win for the Wildcats. They're 2-0 in the driver's seat for the county championship at this point. Of course, the Hawks hope to have something to say about that tonight, but they're going to need a win. And the Wildcats will be favored, I would think, in this one. So it's going to be a tough hill to climb for the Hawks tonight. The Hawks in their blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, black helmets. Wildcats solid blue with red and white trim. And we're here, of course, at Dan River High School, site of tonight's game. I know it's a Thursday night game, but one thing we certainly can say this year is nothing is as you would think as far as schedules are concerned. We opened with a Thursday night game, then we had a Friday night game, and then a Thursday night game this week. The weather has been an issue. It started raining earlier today at about 1:45 or so and has rained off and on. And right now we have some drizzle falling here at Ringgold. So umbrellas are out. Not a lot of umbrellas, but the ones that are here, a lot of them have the umbrellas. Unfortunately, we don't. Sitting out here enjoying the music, and hopefully tonight's going to be a good night for the Gretna Hawks. And you may wonder where my other half is tonight. She's not with me. And she had a doctor's appointment in Lynchburg late this afternoon, and it would just not have been possible for her to do that and get here. So it's all up to me tonight. And I got a lot of time to fill because we don't have sponsors either. So it may get interesting, might even get a little boring, but at least we got some good music going here before the start of tonight's game. Senior night here at Dan River, and I did manage to jot down senior names for the Wildcats, and they are as follows. Number 1, Tracy Glass. Number 2, Jordan Price. 3, Isaac Farmer. 4, Robert Carter. Mason Owen, number 7, 42. Robertson, 51. Gunn, 53. Farmer, 65. Sutton, number 80. Williams, the seniors for the Wildcats. Stuart Burnett with you on this Thursday evening. Hope you're doing well. I regret that I was unable to do last week's game, but just as the Hawks had the turnover bug, I had the stomach bug, and so unfortunately was not able to be there, but I did watch the game, and again, turnovers just destroyed any chance the Hawks had of winning last week's game. I think they outplayed Tunstall for the most part, but turnovers, and most of them unforced turnovers, cost the Hawks dearly. What we expected tonight coming into this game was that both teams would be 2-0, but the Hawks are at 1-1 and the Wildcats are 2-0, and the expectation is that after this game there will be a playoff scenario as far as we know, but anything is subject to change this year. The playoff scenario would have your bottom 2 teams play each other, your top 2 teams play each other, is my understanding. And again, nothing is written in stone this year. Everything is written with pencil and is subject to change. The officials here on the field, and we are approximately 8 minutes away from the start of tonight's game. Hawks are huddled over outside of the fence for the most part. Looks like getting some last words over there. I think the Wildcats have gone back to their field house and will come out shortly. So we are within about 7 minutes now, 8 minutes of the start of tonight's game. And again, it was senior night. They recognized the senior football players, the cheerleaders, a couple other sports as well here just a little bit before we came on. Looks like getting set to have the colors presented, national anthem, and I think the captain are getting set to come out for the coin toss. And again, Stuart Burnett with you. Kim is not with me tonight, so I'm going to have to talk for two. And that's not my nature, so we'll see how that goes. Looking over across the way, we have a few fans that made the trip from Gretna. Of course, the only ones that can come are parents of the players who are able to get a couple of tickets, is my understanding. That may change next month as far as availability of extra seating for the games, but that's not really going to apply, I don't think, to Pennsylvania County sports too much as far as football goes this year. Across the way we have the American flag, and I believe that's perhaps the Virginia flag over there as well. The rain is expected tonight, so we'll be dealing with that from time to time, and perhaps it'll stay just a light mist as we have now. Hopefully there'll be no downpours and no thunderstorms. So, of course, don't even want to think about what happens if we hear some thunder, because that'll probably result in the game being postponed or delayed at that point. So we're hoping that doesn't happen. Still looking for the Wildcats to hit the field, and we are about 6 minutes away from the kickoff tonight. If you're listening in and you would like to let somebody else know how to pick this up, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can instruct them to go to my Facebook page and click on the link there. Hopefully it's there. Or you can have them go to www.Spreaker, that's SPREAKER.com. Search the Stuart Burnett Show, STUARTBURNETTE. And you also may find a link that way. You can also go to Twitter and look up Voice of Hawks, and you'll find it there. I think it may even be on YouTube, but so it's all over the place. Again, a little wet this evening, but it's football, and it's not going to bother the players. It might bother the fans a little bit, but the players, they'll be okay with it. Again, the Hawks with their blue uniforms, white jerseys, blue numbers. Across the way, we are seated outside on the home side here at Dan River, looking across at the Hawks as they line up. And again, I'm still looking for the Wildcats, and they may just be out of my view out here to the right. And we're going to have the national anthem. As you heard there, the colors being presented by the Dan River Junior ROTC, Dan River High School. All right, here's our national anthem. Thank you to the Dan River High School Marching Wildcats for the national anthem. And we have another moment of silence in memory of Dennis Saunders. All right, so we are just about ready for this kickoff. Looks like we're coming in a couple minutes early, but that's okay. I guess the toss was made, or maybe that was not done. And we're just about set. We welcome you in again. If we're not on the radio this year, it was a decision that we had to make short notice. And some of our businesses are just simply not in business right now, so I didn't feel right in even asking for their support. So we're doing a little different this year. We'll see how it goes. Hawks will be kicking off, and Kyle Durham, senior Kyle Durham for the Hawks will do the kickoff. Waiting for the Wildcats to take the field. They are just coming along the sideline now. They're in their solid blue, red number, white highlighting trim, and blue helmet. Ball is teed up at the 40-yard line, and we are set for high school football action. We welcome you into coverage of tonight's game. Big rivalry between the Gretna Hawks and the Dan River Wildcats, and another chapter of it will play out here tonight. And I think they've decided to keep the down markers on the home side instead of the away side. So they're going to come back across, and we'll set up on the home side. Something I noticed that happened last week, too, that I don't really care for. It makes it difficult for me to see it. Okay. The officials are getting after some of the folks. And he doesn't seem happy, so I don't know what that was about, and I'm not going to speculate. All right, Durham to kick off. Looking deep, and it's hard to see these numbers, but looks like Carter, and I'm not sure who's on the far side to receive this kick. Durham has not been kicking it deep. As a matter of fact, he's been kicking it mostly out of bounds. So we'll see where he decides to go with it here tonight or this evening. Looks like glass on the far side for Dan River. All right, a little bit of a delay here. Something going on with the chain gang still. And so that's a crucial part of the game. You got to have the chain gang. So we got to get that straight. Typically, most schools have, high schools anyway, have experienced crews. So I don't know what's going on. All right, so what I thought was going to be an early start has turned into at least a 2-minute delay. And again, as we said earlier, nothing is on schedule this year. Maybe a clock issue now. I'm not sure of that. All right, now the officials have another delay, and I'm not sure what that is either. But we're getting ready for some football, and hopefully we'll have it soon. I think we're just about ready now. Scheduled for a 6 o'clock start. It is now 6:03. Now we got the Jeopardy song for Final Jeopardy in the background. Good move. Okay, well, I think we're about to get the whistle. And we're ready. Here's the kick. This one is headed to the far side, picked up at the 19-yard line, coming across. Is wrapped up pretty quickly there, inside of the 30, and about the 29-yard line. That was Price on the return, takes it from the 19 to the 29, and the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 from their 29-yard line. Wildcats in the solid blue, red numbers, white trim. Hawks blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, black helmets. All right, Wildcats in a pass formation. They got 4 receivers. Quarterback from the shotgun takes the snap, immediately throws, flag on the play. It was complete, but there is a flag. Number 80, the intended receiver, did make the catch, but I think this is going to be illegal procedure. And it comes back. That was Terrence Williams on the catch. But the play goes for naught as there was an illegal procedure penalty. Again, the Wildcats like to spread the ball around, the spread offense, and they're going to send 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And that leaves your quarterback all by himself. Take the shotgun snap a little low, fires it out quickly, complete. 1 tackle missed and wrapped up, pulled out. The ball is loose, and the Wildcats were able to get on it. They had the receivers stood up, and someone pulled the ball out, but a Wildcat fell on it. And looks like about a 5-yard. I can't see the chain, so I'm going to say about a 5-yard, a 4-yard gain maybe. I think it's 2nd and 11. All right, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback again from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Flushed out, throws on the run. It's complete. Ahead for the 1st down. They'll finally blow the whistle dead around the 46-yard line. Nice run after the catch. That was number 2 on that catch was Jordan Price. Wildcats take it now, 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Again, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. And we've got movement on both sides. And it will be against the Wildcats. Another procedure. One saying offsides. Okay. It is the illegal procedure. The official on this side was saying offsides, but he's overruled. So 1st and 15 now. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to run it. Finds a hole up the middle. Threw for just enough for a 1st down, I believe. He got about 15. They'll say 1st and 10. into the Gretna side of things at the 43.5-yard line. So 1st and 10, Wildcats on the move here early in the first quarter. All right, quarterback is number 1. Got trips to the right, 2 to the left. And takes the snap, straight drop under pressure. Is able to step up to avoid it. And now still on the run. He'll keep it, tucks it, comes around the outside, and finally out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Nice run by the quarterback. Glass there. Hawks had pressure, but they forgot to contain up front. And he just simply stepped up and then moved out to the left side for another nice gain at the 22 of Gretna, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Wildcats started at their 29-yard line, and they have advanced it to the Gretna 22. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. And here's the quarterback over the middle, bobbled and I think incomplete. Nearly intercepted, also nearly caught by the receiver. Right over the middle, Carter, the intended receiver. Pass goes incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. 9:38 to go in the first quarter. No score. Just underway. Wildcats with the ball first. Moving the ball mostly through the air, but also some scrambling by their quarterback, number 1. And that's Tracy Glass. All right, this time it's going to be trips to the right, 2 to the left. Glass from the shotgun. Bobbled the snap, picks it up under pressure, and he is nailed, but gets away. Still on the run. He's got room to run, too, to the 15. And tripped up at about the 13-yard line. And again, what looked like a sure sack, Glass was able to avoid and, I believe, picked up the first down. All right, not a first down. It's a gain of 9. 3rd down play coming up, 3rd and 1. Again, Glass able to pick up that dropped snap and make something out of it. On 3rd and 1 now. Glass goes right up the middle. It takes a nice hit, but still falls forward inside of the 10 for a Dan River first down. Takes it to the 8 or 9-yard line. Gain of 3. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats now inside of the 10. Trips left, 2 to the right. Glass going to hand it off on the sweep, coming left. Got blockers there. And in for the end zone. That was number 4, Robert Carter, on the 9-yard run. And the Wildcats on the board, 6-0, 8:26 to go. So the Wildcats open up with a 71-yard drive for 6. Extra point on the way. And here's the kick. This one is through, and the Wildcats lead it 7-0. It'll be Gretna's turn in about 1 minute. Stuart Burnett with you here on this Thursday evening. Feels like a Friday, but it is Thursday. The Wildcats took that first drive, 71 yards for 6, capped off by Robert Carter's 9-yard run. Got to give a lot of credit on that first drive to the quarterback, Glass, who was able to make a couple of nice runs and scrambles and was able to avoid a couple of sacks. Hawks had him dead to rights a couple of times, but could not bring him down. Now Gretna will get it. Back deep is number 7 for Gretna. He's flanked by, I think that's Mabins on the far side. And near side, I'm not sure. And here's the kick. This one is heading to about the 13-yard line. And straight up the middle there is number 3 for Gretna with a nice return. Takes it all the way to the 40-yard line. So the Hawks have pretty good field position to start things here. Again, though, trailing 7-0 here in the first. So the Hawks come to the line as the ball nudges the 40. First down. Umbrella right in my way. Here's a handoff. This is Davenport. Left side. Ball comes out. End of the play. Ruled dead. Davenport seems to be holding that wrist a little bit. He's going to actually call to come out. No, he's throwing that pad over to the sideline. So Davenport's okay. Had a nice run. The ball did pop out after he hit the ground. 6 yards. 6 yards for Davenport on that run. All right, quarterback under center. And he'll hand it to number 14. Takes it to the 50-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. And, of course, I don't have 14 on my roster. Yeah, I do. Charles Sayforth. He got the additional 4+ yards for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Hawks as they enter Dan River side of the field, just past the 50-yard line. Moon under center. And here's the handoff. Right side. A little bit of room. And a nice run after contact. Takes it about 9 yards, maybe 7. Second down. That was Thompson on that carry, Matthew Thompson. Takes it actually 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. Right now the Hawks are running the ball effectively. Trying to answer the Wildcats' first score. All right, Moon under center. And here's the handoff going right. Cuts inside of the would-be tackler, and he'll have the first down. Takes it to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. It's Thompson on another nice run around the right side. Extra blockers on that side. And was able to take advantage of that. .6:14 rolling clock here in the first quarter. Moon under center. This time the handoff is to Davenport. Not a lot there. Tackled pretty quickly. 2nd down. Appears to be no gain on that. Maybe a short gain. We'll call it 2nd and 9. It's Dan River leading 7-0. 5:38 to go in the first quarter. Moon under center. pitches it to Mabins going left. Mabins gets through the hole, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and finally pushed out of bounds on the far side. Mabins with about a 14-yard run. Takes it to the 20-yard line, just outside of the 20, 21. It is a first down. And the clock now at 5:17 on the out-of-bounds play. 5:17 to go in the first quarter. Here's Moon to, I think that's Davenport, caught from behind. Before that play can develop, he had blocking downfield, but he got caught from behind. And he gained about 1. 2nd and 9. Second down and 9 now for the Hawks. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats leading 7-0. Hawks on the move. And here's give to Mabins. Mabins stuffed in the backfield on this one. No blocking on that left side. Lots of Wildcats waiting for Mabins to come around that left end. Loss of 2. 3rd and 11. 3rd down and 11 for the Hawks here. All right, it's Davenport and Mabins in the backfield on 3rd and 11. And here's the keeper by the quarterback. He's faked everybody out, and he will go. Did he run out of bounds? He went out of bounds about the 5. I didn't see anybody pushing him out of bounds, but he went out of bounds. 1st and goal. From the 4. 1st and goal from the 4. Nice quarterback keeper. Faked everybody out. Now 1st and goal. This is Mabins. Right side could not get in. Helmet comes off, I believe, for a Wildcat. And so that player comes off. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal now. All right, I can't see now because of an umbrella, so 2nd and goal. Hawks need to hurry it up. This time the quarterback keeps again. Near the goal line, but not in. So it looks like 3rd and goal from maybe the 1. Big 3rd down play right here. Of course, if you don't get it here, you most likely go for it on 4th. And again, I'm unable to see this play. So I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a fumble. Nope, stopped in the backfield. 4th down. Loss of 2 according to the public address announcer, so 4th and goal from the 3. All right, so in the backfield, we'll have Mabins coming into this lineup here. Mabins along with Davenport. And timeout, Gretna. Hawks take a timeout here to talk about it. We've got 1:56 to go in the first quarter. Dan River leading 7-0. Hawks knocking on the door, but a crucial 4th down play coming up here for the Hawks. Dan River 2-0 in county play. Hawks 1-1. Crushing loss last week to Tunstall. And so Hawks trying to regroup this week. And this was the area last week where they really struggled. That was near the goal line. They really need to get one across to tie the score, take the lead, and boost their confidence. All right, so 4th and goal from the 3. I'm looking for Mabins on some type of outside run here. All right, so Davenport and Mabins in the backfield. Really can't see the quarterback. Here's the pitch to Mabins. Mabins. They say he's in. Mabins cut it inside. I was afraid he may have made a mistake, but he did get in. Mabins with the 3-yard run. And so the Hawks cut it to 1. And I think they'll see if they'll go for the field goal here. All right. Looks like they're going to go for 2. That's what they did against Chatham. They went for 2. All right. So, receiver out wide to the left side. And here's the quarterback on a delayed handoff. Not going to get there. So, the score remains Dan River 7, Gretna 6. 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Hawks do answer back, get that touchdown, but fail on the 2-point conversion. And Gretna will be kicking off again here momentarily. Stuart Burnett with you on this Thursday night. Again, feels like a Friday because we got high school football action for you, but you do have to go to work tomorrow. Wildcats will be getting their second opportunity on offense. On the first drive, they were able to march 71 yards for the score. The Hawks had some opportunities on defense on that drive, however, but it was really the quarterback for Dan River who was able to get out of a couple of jams to keep that drive going and to eventually get them to the end zone. That's Tracy Glass. So now the Hawks will kick it off, trailing by 1. 7-6 our score. Right now the rain has stopped for the moment, and we're thankful for that. And we're set for the kick. And here comes the kick. Durham kicks this one over everybody's head. It's going to die at the 1. Picked up there. Coming up the field, gets around to the outside. He's got a little bit of a wall there. Comes up the sideline, and he's to midfield, 40. No one to beat, and he's going to score 20-10 touchdown. That's a 99-yard run by number 2. And that's Jordan Price. Jordan Price. Dan River answers right back. And I have it as about a 99-yard return. A minute 35. That play took all of 16 seconds. The extra point. We've got a flag. Don't see many 99-yard returns. All right, so the penalty is declined. Points are good. And the Wildcats lead it 14-6. A minute 35 to go in this first quarter. One of the things you kind of feel like is the Hawks are going to have to try to keep this to a low-scoring game because their offense is really not designed to score a lot. It eats a lot of clock. So giving up those big plays certainly difficult to take. And so the Wildcats will kick off now to the Hawks. All right. We're set to go now for the kick. All right, here we go. Waiting for the kick. Here's the whistle. Here is the whistle. And there's the whistle. Here's the kick. This one going to be fielded, dropped, picked up at the 18, up to the 20, 30-yard line, and brought down right at the 30. That was number 3 for the Hawks, Matthew Thompson. Unable to field it cleanly, but picked it up quickly and advanced it about 12 yards. First and 10 for the Hawks at their 20-yard line. 1:27 to go in the first quarter. It's the Wildcats leading 14-6 over the Gretna Hawks. And again, it looks like there's 2 umbrellas here in my way, and this one is going to be this first series. They're going to be in the way again. Really don't need the umbrella. All right, we've got officials timeout discussion now. And I don't know what this is about either. Not sure. Okay, I think we're ready. So first, actually I think the 20. We're going to have to. Oh, okay. There was a penalty on the extra point, and so the officials forgot to mark that penalty off, so that play does not count. They will now mark the penalty against Gretna and kick off. So they should put time back on the clock. I think they probably did. Okay. I don't know if they adjusted the clock time or not, but at this point, I think it's pretty inconsequential. All right, so now they'll kick from the 45 after the 5-yard penalty. Honestly, Gretna may benefit from this. All right, so now re-kick. And here we go. Here's the kick. This one kicked to Thompson. He'll take it at the 9. Thompson comes across field and will make it to the 33-yard line, so the Hawks pick up 3 yards on that kickoff. So first and 10 from the 33 for Gretna. Our score again, if you're just listening in now, it's Dan River 14, Gretna 6. Wildcats had a 71-yard drive to start things, then a 99-yard kickoff return after Gretna had scored on a long drive. A 60-yard drive for the Hawks. All right, now first down. And the handoff is Seyfarth. Left side, pushes ahead for perhaps 3 or 4. All right. All right, close to 5 yards on that. And right now we've got another timeout. Timeout on the field, 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Again, it's the Wildcats leading 14-6. Timeout right now on the field. Players getting their water. Wildcats drum corps in the background. And it looks like we're ready for live action once again. On that first run, it was about a 4-yard gain for Seyfarth. So 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Hawks. Moon hands it off. This is Davenport. Davenport spins ahead for near first down yardage. This is going to be close. And they'll have it. He got 6. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. So another first down there. Down to about a minute to go in this quarter. Opening quarter. Quarterback Hayden Moon under center. And we've got a whistle, flags are flying, and I'm hearing offsides. But it looks like looks like they are going to mark it against the Wildcats. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Must have lined up offsides. I didn't see movement. 1st and 5 now for the Hawks. 53.5 seconds. Clock will now start. And quarterback Hayden Moon under center. And here's the handoff. Seyfarth holding that ball with 2 hands. And he will pick up 2 or 3. It's going to end up long yard short. So 2nd down coming up. May not get this play off. Hawks are walking off the field, so we won't. We'll go to the end of the first with Dan River leading 14-6. Again, Thursday night football here. Hope you're enjoying the action there in the comfort of your home. It's rain has been talked about for a good portion of the week coming in today, and it did come in. But so far it has held off for us. We've had a little rain earlier, but not a lot right now. We'll keep our fingers crossed. It's dry for the moment. So 3 scores in that first quarter. It was a 71-yard drive by the Wildcats to open things up. The Hawks responded with a 60-yard drive, scoring on 4th and goal. And then on the ensuing kickoff, it was a 99-yard kickoff return for the Wildcats. Now Gretna, with their second offensive opportunity, has it. Second and 2. All right, first down. Here's the handoff, Davenport. Davenport breaks through. Davenport inside of the 40-yard line on a nice run. Davenport takes it about 8 yards. First and 10 now for the Hawks at the 39-yard line of Dan River. Now into the second quarter. The Hawks trying to tie this one up here. They've got it first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And here's Davenport again. Davenport having to sidestep some folks around his feet. And he'll take it for perhaps 3. Second down and 7 coming up for the Hawks. Might have been a short 3, but so we'll call it second and a long 7. Again, our score, Dan River 14, Gretna 6. Moon under center, and we've got movement. Wildcats come across. Let's see, that's a 5-yard penalty there against Dan River. So that makes it second and 2. If you ever had a passing play, boy, what a good time to use it. Second and 2. Wildcats are starting to cheat up on defense. Any kind of little pass would work. Here's a handoff. Nice run on that far side over there, trying to catch the number. Advances it for the first down. I didn't see the number. 14, Seyfarth, I think is what they're saying. So first and 10 at the 25-yard line of Dan River. Hawks on the move. And now we're clear of the umbrella, so I'll be able to see this play. All right. It's like a late substitution coming in for Gretna here on the line. Here's handoff. This is Thompson, breaks one tackle, stumbles ahead for 1. Matthew Thompson. All right. Hadn't seen Mabins in on this series, I don't think, and he's over on the sideline. Hawks have been power running right up the middle for the most part here on this drive. Second down and 8. And here's Davenport, number 4. Flag comes in late. Nice run by Davenport. This one may come back, or it may be a face mask. Let's see. Officials. It looks like they're going to mark it off against Gretna. Holding, I'm sure. Holding against Gretna. Looks like it happened right around the line of scrimmage. So they'll back him up. I don't even see the ball. Oh, no wonder. He's got it in his hands. All right, there's the mark off. Well, that's a terrible, terrible time to have this. Runs the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. Makes it second and 16. And the umbrellas are in the way again. Second and 16. Here's Mabins on the carry, right side. Mabins wrapped up and slammed down by 3 or 4 Wildcats. Not able to get going on that one. Might have gained 1. Third and 14. All right, quarterback will go to the sideline, get the play here. It's a passing situation, but the Hawks have just not thrown the ball much. We saw the running back throw the ball last week, which we thought was a touchdown, got called back. And here's the quarterback rolling, looking to throw. Now he's going to keep and has nowhere to go. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. 4th and 14. All right. So 4th down and 14. All right. Hawks are going to go for it. All right, on 4th down, I can't see the play, so we've got a timeout. Dan River. Wildcats want to talk about it. 8:04 to go in the second quarter. The Wildcats leading 14-6, and we're at a crucial point here in this contest because you just feel like the Hawks have got to keep pace with the Wildcats. And this is a 4th and 14. Or maybe even 15. Hawks have not thrown the ball much, and doesn't really seem to be really part of their arsenal. All right. May have an issue with a player for the Wildcats being attended to standing on the field. He's getting tape on his hand, or not much. And he goes back in ready for play. All right, 4th down. 4th down. I think they're going to try to draw them off sides. Now they'll take a timeout. If you could draw them off sides 3 times, that might work. I think they may punt it here. So, 8:04 to go in the second quarter. Hawks down by 8. Have a 4th and 14. Again, the holding penalty here, could be a drive killer. And so, Hawks timeout, rehuddle, and we'll see if they go ahead and punt this. Don't have a whole lot to gain by punting, but could take a shot and throw it, and maybe if it's intercepted, it'd be like a punt. All right. They're not going to punt. They send receiver out wide left. That's Matthew Roman, wide to the left. And here's a pitch to Mabins. No, not gonna get but a couple of yards. And he'll be brought down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. That play had about a 2 or 3% chance of succeeding. So the Wildcats take over at the 27-yard line, 26. And the Wildcats take over. Now the Hawks defense has got it on their shoulders. 8 minutes to go. You really cannot afford to go down another score here. All right, trips to the right. One to the left comes across for the sweep, and we've got a flag. And so, illegal procedure against the Wildcats. Backs them back to the 21. And so remains 1st down. 1st and 15 now for the Wildcats. Defensive play of some kind here for the Hawks. Turnover or something would be really nice. Trips to the right, Two receivers left. Shotgun formation. And they're going to run the same play. Now they're going to fake it. Throw it over the middle. And this one's knocked down. Nice pass coverage there by Roman. Second down coming up. 2nd and 15. This time, instead of running the sweep on the penalty that they had on the previous play, they faked the sweep, tried to throw back to that side, and nice coverage there. Nice breakup by Matthew Roman. 2nd and 15. Again, they'll send trips to the right. Two receivers left. About a 6-yard drop for the quarterback. And we've got another whistle. And a delay of game. So that backs them up. 2nd down. Should be 2nd and 20. All right, again, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. And here is a fake. Quarterback keeps. He breaks free from one tackle. Comes up the sideline. He is near the 1st down. Going to be just shy of it. That was Glass. Kind of faked everybody out there. They had motion coming across to the right. He ran to the left after the fake and got about 17 of that. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 now for the Wildcats. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires it complete. And out to the 45-yard line. Enough for a 1st down. Complete to number 5. Coven. And the Wildcats pick up the 1st down. That's a backbreaker there. 7:40 to go in the half. And the Wildcats dig out of that hole. Have it 1st and 10 at their 45. All right, 3 receivers. Trips to the left this time. 2 to the right. And actually we got some may have actually had 2 moving at the same time. It's going to be a procedure call. Illegal motion. So 5-yard penalty. 7:15 to go now here before halftime. After the penalty, takes it back to the 40-yard line. And 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Again, Wildcats quarterback really makes this team tick. It's Tracy Glass. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Glass takes a snap, short drop. Now he'll roll out to the right, throws across the middle, nearly caught, but broken up by number 21 for the Hawks. It was Mavens on the breakup. Now 2nd down and 15. 2nd and 15. It's Dan River 14, Gretna 6, 6:44 to go in the first half. Lots of points in the first quarter, but nothing so far in the second quarter. All right, trips to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback throws, connects. Got about 5 yards on that. Roman with nice coverage. Complete to number 2, Jordan Price. Got about 5. Now 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 10. Clock counting 6:19. Clock rolling on down here in the second quarter. So 3rd and 10. Trips to the left. Here comes a jet sweep going left. And this is going to be near first down yardage. Fourth and 2. Coming up here, 4th and 2. Wildcats probably will just continue to go here. So big play here for the Gretna D if you can come up with a stop on 4th and 2. Fourth and 2 from the 47-yard line of Gretna. 5:15 to go in the quarter. Man in motion, and he will keep it. Quarterback keeper, and they stop him in the backfield. Tried the little misdirection. Faked the jet sweep. The quarterback kept, and he got dropped for a couple of yards loss. And that was the play the Hawks defense needed to give this ball back to the offense with plenty of time before halftime. Good play by the defense. 1st and 10 now for the Hawks. They will have it right around the midfield area at the 48-yard line of Gretna. All right, here's the handoff. Davenport. Davenport bulldozes ahead for about 8. That's Mark Davenport over the right side. Second down coming up, 2nd and 2 now for the Hawks. Again, time is not an issue, but it quickly could become an issue. So they don't need to rush, but you don't need to be lollygagging. 2nd down. This is Davenport again. Finds a little hole and will push ahead for another 6 yards. That'll be a Gretna Hawks 1st down from the 37-yard line. 4:23 to go in the quarter. And we got aerial coverage tonight as the plane comes right over the field. And here's a handoff. I think that's Davenport again. And I couldn't really see that play. There's a flag. I do see that. Holding against Gretna. Oh, that's what killed the last drive. Hopefully the Hawks can overcome this. It's going to back them up near midfield. Boy, how far is he going to go with it? So that hold had to have occurred. That was not right. I think that was too far. I think they marked that 15. 1st and 23. And Seyfarth, right side. Bulldozes ahead. Gets a good chunk of that back. Maybe 6. 3:39 and counting here. Makes it 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17. Clock rolling. I know we've used some of our timeouts. Davenport again. Davenport pushing that pile ahead for another 6 yards or so. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, I think. Close to it. Clock now breaks under 3 minutes. 3rd and 11. 3rd down and 11 now for Gretna. Clock moving, 2:44. And here's Seyfarth. Right side, breaks through. Seyfarth to the 15, 10, 5. Drug down from behind at the 2. Seyfarth on a nice run of about 36 yards. Puts the Hawks in business, 1st and goal at the 2. Clock stops with 2:31 to go. So 1st and goal, now clock will continue. Looks like the Hawks have been able to push the Dan River defensive line around here on this drive. I think Davenport may be getting the call here. And looking to the sideline to run the play clock down. This is dangerous. You don't want a 5-yard penalty, so you got to be careful. All right, they're ready to run the play. Quarterback keeper in for the score. Hayden Moon on the 2-yard quarterback keeper with 1:58 to go in the second quarter. An opportunity now for 2 to tie this up. All right, so all-important 2-point conversion here. If the Hawks can somehow tie this up at halftime, it would be great news. I think Coach Simpson would be happy with that. Rain starting up again. And here's Seyfarth on the carry. He is in, and we've got a tie ball game. 14-all with 1:58 to go here in the second quarter. God, don't you just love high school football? These kids are so excited. Some of us old folks get a little bit excited too. And now, of course, you've got a kickoff with 2 minutes essentially to go, and you kicked it deep last time, and that bit you. All right, 1:58 to go here in the second quarter. The Hawks have the momentum. Crowd noise is coming from that far side. You can hear it right here. And again, the Wildcats, a big play team, and so you know they want to punch right back right here in the last 2 minutes of this half. Again, the decision is where do you kick this? You kicked it over their heads the last time, and they ran it back 99 yards. I think the Hawks may do it differently this time. All right, here's the kick. This one is short. Picked up by an up man. 54. Bulls ahead for maybe 4. Wildcats will have excellent field position. 1:54 to go, and we have an injured Hawk. And don't know the number, so we're not going to speculate yet. Looks like he's going to get up a little wobbly at the end of that play. They'll put him back down on his knee. And he will gather himself a little bit. Injured player is number 17, Jelante Barber. He's on a knee right now. I think he was in on that tackle, which was right in the area of the 45-yard line. He's actually right there by the ball. We're tied at 14. An important minute 54 here before halftime. We'll see if the Hawks can hold, maybe even get a defensive turnover here. Wildcats may take some chances. All right. Barber's up, walks off under his own power to the sideline. The Wildcats have it now at their 45, a minute 54 to go. We're tied at 14. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. And low snap, he's not looking. Ball is Gretna's. Hawks have fallen on it. Quarterback was not looking for the snap. It hit him around the knees. He tried to get on it, but a Hawk got under there and got it. First and 10 at the 39-yard line of Dan River. Again, Glass wasn't expecting that snap. It hit him in the knees. So a minute 52 left here in the second quarter after the turnover. Hawks have another opportunity on offense. Here's a pitch. This is Mabins. Mabins cannot get around the block. Nice pursuit there by number 3, Isaac Farmer. Loss of a couple. Clock is rolling, so the Hawks need to be aware that not to take too much time between plays. Again, huddling up takes extra time. And again, they need to get a little more urgency about them. Down to a minute 15. And here's the handoff to Mabins. And again, nowhere to go. Mabins dropped for a loss again. I think when Mabins is in the lineup, they key it on Mabins. He's not back there all the time, but when he comes in, they key on him. Third down. 3rd and 13. Down to 41 seconds. Down to 33. This is 3rd and 12. Now a timeout called by Gretna. Ooh. All right. 27.2 seconds to go. Might have wasted 20 seconds there before taking that timeout. Hawks are probably trying to run a play and then not leave Dan River a lot of time. But if you get the first down, you're not going to have any time. 27.2 seconds to go here before half. We're tied at 14. Third down. Third and about 12 or 13 to go. And if I've got a pass play, I might try it right here. Third down and 13. Looks like they're going to just go into their basic formation here and probably run it right up the middle. Quarterback keeper, nowhere to go. 4th down, and Dan River takes a timeout. Somebody takes it. Let's see. Yep, Dan River took a timeout. Now what do? Punt it and risk a block. The Wildcats, I know, have taken a timeout earlier. Let's see. They don't have any timeouts left either if the clock is right. Might just run it again. 22.6 seconds to go. We're tied at 14 here at Dan River High School. Wildcats were certainly favored in this game, but the Hawks have hung right in there. And I think Cole Simpson would be happy to go to halftime with a tie. He would love a lead, of course. All right, punting team is on. This is dangerous. A little bit of rain falling. You want to make sure you get a good snap, a good catch. If not, you may not even punt it. You may just run with it. Hopefully everything works for the Hawks here. Here's a good snap. Gets the kick away. Kicks it out of bounds. And probably gets about 6 or 7 yards on the punt. But you don't get a return. And you eat about 5 seconds off the clock. So we have 18.7 seconds to go. No timeouts for either team. Wildcats, if you're Gretna, I think you got to back your DBs back up. Maybe back them up to midfield at least. All right, they're going to back up a little bit, give a little cushion. Better watch for some type of trick here too. Here's the throw. Nice catch and nice tackle as well. Gain of about 7, but they do get out of bounds. 13.8 seconds to go. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Second and 3 for the Wildcats. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. And here's a throw over the middle and out past the intended receiver's reach. 3rd down, quickly 3rd and 3. 11.4 seconds to go. Rain coming back in here right before halftime. Still not too bad. So 3rd down play for the Wildcats. They come to the line. Hawks are 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. And here's the quarterback. Throws a little hook and ladder. Missed tackle. Finally brought down across midfield at the Gretna 45-yard line. 3.6 seconds on the clock. Don't think he got out of bounds, so the clock will run. And he spikes it with 2.2. So 1st and 10 at the Gretna 45, 2.2 seconds to go. Tried the hook and ladder there, and it worked, but not as much as Dan River would have liked, as they were able to make the stop. But we could have a similar type play here with 2.2 seconds to go. All right. Quarterback takes the snap. A high snap. He drops it. And he's just going to have to just eat it. And that's going to end the half there on the fumble. So we'll go to halftime with our score tied 14-all. A good half of the Gretna Hawks. Hawks going out with the heads held high. Wildcats hanging theirs here at halftime. Tied at 14. Hawks take the momentum to the locker room. Will they have it when they come back? So now we'll take this 15-minute break, and we'll be hanging out here in the rain. And just thanking everybody for listening in tonight. I wish you were here because it's a good ball game. These two teams are going toe-to-toe, and Hawks are hanging in there with them. Again, last week that I call it an upset at Tunstall. Hawks had looked to be 2-0 coming in here against the Wildcats 2-0, but the Trojans tripped up the Hawks, winning 14-0 last week, and looks like the Hawks have a little fire in their belly after that loss last week. Sort of a steady rain coming in here now in Ringgold here at Dan River High School. We got one half more to go. Tied at 14. And so, again, a back and forth affair. And Dan River got a little shaky there in the latter stages of the second half with a couple of turnovers. Well, one was a turnover, one was a fumble right there before halftime that they recovered. But again, the Hawks were not able to do anything with that turnover. That they got about a minute and almost 2 minutes to go before the half ended. They couldn't turn that into points, but they were able to hold to keep this tied at 14. Rain is probably heavier now than it's been all evening. And I wouldn't be surprised if it continues the rest of the evening. So Stuart Burnett sitting in the rain while you sit in your home. That's what we do. Glad you're tuning in here. Hopefully you are. And so we have still one more half to go. So I would like to talk about what's going to happen next week, but I really don't know. So I don't have that to talk about. So again, just reflecting on this past year with all the problems associated with the COVID-19 virus, and so everything is being done differently, and so limited attendance at this point. I think the governor has opened things up to begin in April, but not sure that's going to really have much of an effect here on sports in Pittsylvania County, as we are towards the latter part of March. But basically, I think we have perhaps one playoff game, and someone may go to the playoffs. I just don't know. It's so much up in the air. And so we just really don't know. Really don't know. But it was just a little over a year ago when we began all the shutdowns and things associated with the COVID virus, and here we are a year later, and a lot of folks have been affected by it. Certainly, you most likely know somebody that has, and hopefully things will be getting better in the very near future. But again, it's affected the way we do just about everything. And so it's certainly affected sports. It's affected church life. It's affected family life. It's affected so many people. Really became real for me about a year ago, maybe to this date. I'm trying to remember when someone I know lost their life to COVID, and there are others too that I know that have lost their lives to COVID, and we grieve for each and every one. We're here 14 all at half, sitting in the rain, and that only means there'll be more umbrellas out for the second half. I've got about 6 or 7 here in front of me that affect my view, unfortunately. You try to stake out a place and you kind of limited on your choices, and then you find your spot to sit, and then somebody pops up an umbrella. That's just the way it goes. But wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be a bad thing to have one, as the rain has definitely picked up. But we got a great game going here. I hope the second half is just as exciting as this first half has been. It was really good to see the jubilation on the part of the Gretna players after last week's loss. It was a tough loss, and it's nice to see them so excited here before halftime, knowing they're in this game, and they've been going toe-to-toe with the Wildcats and really have been able to push that defensive line around for the Wildcats. So if you can control that line and limit Dan River's offensive possessions, you got a shot to win tonight. Turnovers are going to be key. You got to limit those. That was the killer last week, and the Hawks have done a pretty good job here in the first half with that. So we're tied at 14. And again, the Wildcats really only one offensive drive. The other was a kickoff return, a nice return of 99 yards. And so, again, we got expectations for another exciting half. Wildcats earlier in the season, which was 2 weeks ago, beat Tunstall and then beat Chatham last week. And, of course, now they've got Gretna tonight. Hawks, first week, beat Chatham 24-8. Lost to Tunstall 14-0 last week. Tied with Dan River 14-all here at halftime. Rain has kind of settled in. I think we're going to have it for the rest of the evening. So that certainly may affect the second half as well. It may actually favor Gretna because they don't throw the ball. So we'll see. We'll see. And again, there's playoff action still to come, and I really don't know how to explain that other than the top 2 teams will play each other, the bottom 2 teams will play each other. And you can actually have a scenario, I think, where 3 teams would be 1-3. I don't know how that would work that out. So we're still here at halftime. About 5 more minutes of that, and then we'll get back to play here, and hopefully another good half of football for you. We hadn't had many opportunities for football or basketball or baseball or anything, so just being out here is a bonus. Couldn't make it last week, so apologize for that again. But I was sick. I mentioned earlier I had the stomach bug, and the Hawks had the turnover bug. So anyway, we continue here in the rain, and again, looks like it's settled in for the rest of this night. Papers are wet. We don't have a cover over, so we are in between a little press box here and then a little coach's box beside me. I'm sandwiched right in between. So with a little over 4 minutes left on the clock, we're looking forward to this second half, and I think the Hawks will receive the kickoff to start the second half. We hope you're enjoying the coverage tonight. Again, I'm without my better half, and I know she adds a lot to the show, and so we missed that tonight, and I certainly miss it because I'm having to think of everything. But I'd like to thank Joe Chambers for his kind comments that he made to me a couple of weeks ago, and we appreciate that. We again counting down here this halftime, and of course there's no halftime show. The band has been playing throughout, but right now they're taking a break too. And I don't know that I'd want to get my trumpet wet, so I might go on in. So again, here at half, all of my papers are wet now, so I don't know that I can take any more notes, as everything is just dripping wet at this point. I want to mention a few things. We didn't sell sponsors this year, as I said earlier, with everything like it is. Just didn't think people would be up to doing that. Didn't even try. I don't want to quickly mention some of our sponsors before my paper gets so wet that I cannot. Pickrell Family Painting, LLC, that's Bert Pickrell. Jack's Quick Snack, Gretna Drug. Don't forget, you can get your COVID vaccinations there at Gretna Drug. Mama Rosa's, Italian restaurant in Gretna. Gretna Theater, of course, has not been able to show movies. Sparkle and Shine Car Wash, El Cazador. Again, our sympathies to the Angel Tapia family on his passing. He was the one that I talked to every time I went around to get sponsors. He was the guy. And I think he ran 4 El Cazador restaurants. State Farm in Gretna, Diane Waller. Mecklenburg Electric Cooperative, G&E. G&E has a heifer sale this Saturday. Probably starts around noon. Southside Large Animal Clinic, Pete Fulper. C&E's has been closed during the pandemic. Hendrick Ryder Law Office, Roland's Automotive, Doss Heating and Air Conditioning, Perkins Tire in Chatham at Tight Squeeze, and I think that's a pretty good listing of all of our sponsors. And again, just wanted to mention that and appreciate sponsorship through the years. The Hawks coming back to the field. And the rain is coming down pretty good now at this point. So it's going to be a sloppy second half. The field will probably start to deteriorate ever so much more. as those cleats dig in and grind it up. 2 more quarters of action here on this field. It'll certainly be a mess in the trenches in this second half. And probably raining heavier now than it has all evening. All right, Hawks coming onto the field to begin their warm-ups. Wildcats starting to move around on their end of the field. And we'll be getting this thing going again shortly. Again, ball security here in the second half. Ball security is going to certainly be an issue. Okay, sure. Thank you. Hey, I'm getting an umbrella, y'all. All right. Thank you, Raymond. All right. Okey-doke. That's great. We again have the Hawks going through some warm-ups. And we're just about hopefully set here to go in the next few minutes. Officials coming back out to the field. And look for a grinded out half here. And I think that might favor Gretna because Dan River basically is running spread offense every play. I think they've run it every play. So I'm not sure if they want to go into some type of I formation or something at this point. They may do that, but we'll see. Again, Dan River in their solid blue with red letters, red numbers, white trim, blue helmets, and the Hawks blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, black helmets. And again, as I said a moment ago, Hawks are to receive the second half kickoff. And so if they can take that and put some points on the board, that would shift the pressure over to the Wildcats. So we'll see. A lot of things to consider. Now Hawks starting to whoop it up down here in their side of the end zone. And Hawks definitely fired up here to start this second half, just as they were fired up at the end of the second quarter. The energy definitely with Gretna. Wildcats are quiet. We'll see if they can regain their roar here in the second half. All right, Wildcats coming over to their side of the field. The Hawks are over on the far side. And we're just about ready to get this thing back underway. Tied at 14. I do have an umbrella now. That's nice. All right, so getting set for the kickoff. It will be the Wildcats kicking. Wildcats, a couple of scores in that first half. They had a 71-yard drive to open things up. And then after Gretna scored, a 99-yard kickoff return, the scoring for the Wildcats tonight. Hawks have had 2 grinded out drives for their points. And we're tied at 14. And here comes the Wildcats to kick off. And here's the kick. High and short will be taken straight up the middle. now cuts it out to the outside. And around the corner, that's Matthew Roman to the 40-yard line. Nice return by Roman. All right, 1st and 10 for Gretna, right at the 40. All right, Hawks with it to start this second half. 11:52 to go in the third quarter as the Hawks come to the line. Again, ball security on this rain is going to be an issue, so see how the Hawks adjust. Here's a handoff. Stood up, and I have 2 umbrellas in front of me there, so I didn't see it. Gain of 2, maybe. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 now for the Hawks. Again, we're tied at 14. 2nd down play, Hawks to the line. Quarterback Hayden Moon under center. And here's the handoff. Not much there. A yard at most. 3rd and 7. Looks like the Wildcats not being pushed around these first couple of plays. Hawks have really started to push them around in that second quarter. Now 3rd and 7. And here's handoff to Thompson, who falls. He slips. Could not get the footing. It'll be 4th down. A loss of 1, 4th and 8. Now, Hawks will be forced to punt early here in the third quarter. And anything can happen in this kind of rain when you're trying to punt the ball and when you're trying to catch the punt. Try to keep those hands dry. And hopefully you got a dry ball to snap. There's a good snap. Kick away, low. And not returnable, goes out of bounds at about the 33, 32-yard line. That's not a bad job by Kyle Durham there. Gets a low punt out of there, not returnable. Does go out of bounds at about the 32. We'll see if the Wildcats stay in that spread formation or if they will go to perhaps an I formation or something to deal with the rain. We'll see. All right, looks like they're going to have like a pistol formation, still using 4 receivers. Here's a snap. Quarterback throws it out quickly. Nearly intercepted as closing in on that was, I think that was Roman on the far side. He was looking for a pick 6. So, incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. Again, going to the pistol look. And this is going to be an option pitch. Keeper, now he'll pitch around the right side and fumbles late out of bounds. Looks like he's got the first down. Takes it to the Dan River 42 or 3. They needed to get to the 42. So it looks like they'll run the option out of that formation. All right, now on first down. Keeper by the quarterback. Goes out left. Now cuts back to the middle. Stood up there and brought down around midfield. A gain of about 7, maybe 8. Close to 9. 2nd and 1. Second down and 1 now for the Wildcats. Ball is around the Gretna 49-yard line. We're tied at 14. Heavy rain falling now here in Ringgold, Virginia. Low snap, picked up, handed off, and they will stop that for a loss. Loss of a couple. 3rd and 3 coming up. Again, that time, low snap, and just blew that play up. Hawks defense, though, converged to the ball. 2-yard loss makes it 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3 now for the Wildcats. We're tied at 14. Again, they're going to that pistol formation. Man in motion comes across. And here's motion, handoff pitch going the other way. And nicely played by the Hawks. He gets away, though, but giving up field, and this is going to be a huge loss for the Wildcats. This loss is going to go all the way back to the 35. So that's a loss of about 16. All right, so a 16-yard loss. Makes it punting situation. A low snap. He's able to get it out of there. Might have been partially blocked. Takes a Dan River roll up to the 42. We got a flag on the play. And I think they got a call running into the kicker here. It looked like that ball might have been blocked. I don't know. It came off funny, but there was some contact with the punter. We'll see what the call is. Still waiting. Here comes the mark off. 15 yards. Takes it all the way back to midfield. All right, that's a big break for Dan River. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at midfield. Now the quarterback to throw. This one gets away from him, overthrown. 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats. We're tied at 14. 7:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Gretna got the ball first. Could not do anything with it. Had to punt it away. Wildcats got it. Couldn't do a whole lot with it. Punted it away, but we had roughened the punter. And the Wildcats got it back. Now they have it 2nd and 10 at midfield. And here's a sweep running around the left side. Number 4, that's Carter, breaking some tackles. And finally brought down well down the field. He'll have the first down. Down to about the 32, 33-yard line. And so Wildcats offense getting extra life here on the punt. Roughing the punter, moving the ball well. 1st and 10 now, and it's getting a little bit difficult to see where they are on the field. Looks like the 30-ish 35, 33-yard line. All right, here's the quarterback to keep. Finds a little room, runs into a pile of Hawks, pushes them ahead. Quarterback keeper there, and he got about 5. Second down now for the Wildcats. Yeah, the clock now at 6:05 to go in the third quarter. Man in motion comes across. Quarterback hands off going the other way to his running back. Didn't catch the number. Short gain, but near a first down. Third down coming up, 3rd and 1. Third and 1 now for the Wildcats. In motion again. Here's the quarterback handing off, going right side. He'll have the first down and more. Nice run. A little misdirection there for the Wildcats. Seems to be paying off. All right. First down, and the umbrellas are in my way here. First down for the Wildcats. And we've got a flag. Illegal procedure call against Dan River. All right. Here's, I think we have another penalty or timeout. Timeout called by the Wildcats. They're getting really creative on offense. So the Wildcats take a timeout here on this drive. We're down to 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats moving the ball after second life after the roughing the punter call. And they are moving it down ever so slowly. They've had a penalty here just a moment ago. And then we're in danger, I think, of another penalty and call timeout. So 4:49 to go in the third quarter. All right, Wildcats ready to go again here on 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line of Gretna. Here's a handoff. Left side, stood up there. Pretty nice play by the Gretna defense. Makes it second down. Again, we're tied at 14. Wildcats are moving here. And again, it's just a downpour now at this point. And every yard is precious out there on the field. Wildcats went away from their spread and changed it up a little bit to a pistol look, still using 4 receivers. Now they're going to another look. Here's a keeper by the quarterback. He slips. He was making a cut, and his feet went out from under him. So third down coming up. Again, the field conditions are not very good. It's awful wet out there, and getting wet and muddy. So third down and about 14 here. Again, the footing is not good, and so these yards, you're having to really fight for them here in this third quarter. All right, man in motion comes across, and we've got a delay of game there against the Wildcats. And so makes it 3rd and 19. Hawks defense has an excellent opportunity here if they can hold this one. It's probably going to be 2 downs. Man in motion comes across, and he will get it going left. He's got blockers out there. Comes around the corner. Nice pursuit over on the far side. Out of bounds. And there may be a flag. There's something there. That's a towel, I believe, on the field. So 4th down coming up. Fourth and about 9. All right, so big play here. 4th and scoreboard says 9. We're going to go with it, but I cannot see the down marker for the players. All right, running from the left hash mark. Lots of room to the right. Quarterback throws. And it's a touchdown. I didn't see the catch, but it is a touchdown. 16-yard pass completion for a touchdown. Critical play there on that drive. Again, this drive also had the roughing the punter call in there. All right, so 2:39 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats back on top, 20-14. And they will go for 2. Again, I'm not going to be able to see much of this. And here's the throw incomplete. So the score remains Dan River 20, Gretna 14, with 2:39 to go in the third quarter. Again, there on that drive, we had the Wildcats had the second opportunity because of the roughing the punter call, and they cashed in and lead it now by 6, 20-14. Hawks offense, first time in the third quarter, didn't do much with it. We'll see if they can get themselves back in here on this next opportunity. Again, we got a great game going. All kinds of things going on. The weather, the rain has become torrential, I would say, at this point. Excuse me. At this point. And Wildcats will be kicking off here at the 40. And the Hawks are back to receive. All right, we're going to set the ball up and we're ready to go. All right, here comes the kick. high and taken. I think that's Thompson on the far side. Comes across the field, and a high tackle made at the 35-yard line. As the Hawks will start there. So 1st and 10. First and 10 for Gretna at the 35-yard line. Wildcats by 6, 20-14. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Quarterback under center. And here's the handoff going left. That's Mabins. There's absolutely no blocking there, as 4 Wildcats were on that play. And that was Thompson on the carry, not Mabins. Matthew Thompson. Got a half a yard maybe. Second down. Second and a long 9 for the Hawks. Hawks offense has got to get in gear here and get some points. Going to be limited on your possessions, I believe, for the rest of this game. Here's not sure who that was. Might have been Thompson again. Might have been Seyfarth. No gain. That was Seyfarth, no gain. Now 3rd and long again. Hawks offense was pushing the Wildcats around in that second quarter, but here in the third, they haven't been able to do that. So we have 3rd and 9 for Gretna. Here's a pitch. And this is, I believe, Mabins, who's trying to break a few tackles and get that extra yardage. I think he's going to be short, however. Good run, but not going to be enough. Comes up a couple yards short. 4th and 2. 4th and 2 for Gretna. Well, they've moved it again. All right, the Gretna's going to go for this. 4th and short. We'll try to draw Dan River off sides, I believe. All right, you got to run a play or do something here. Confusion between the quarterback and the coach. Gretna takes the time out there. I tell you, if you're going to go for it, 4th and 1, you might as well go. But you're in a bad position here. They were just trying to draw Dan River off sides. But instead of taking the 5-yard penalty, they took the time out. So with this game still 6 points, Hawks offense has been unable to find any real rhythm here in the third quarter, however. Of course, there's another quarter to go. Maybe things will change there, but 16.8 seconds left in this quarter. And it looks like we're still going for it. I'm not sure if the punter's out there or not. I believe there's one umbrella that's blocking me. All right. Here's the handoff. And I think they've got the first down. I believe that was Mabins on the far side. That was a gutsy call, but it works. Hawks keep the ball going here with 11.2 seconds. I don't expect them to run another play. The clock stops with 11.2 on the first down, but it will continue now. And Gretna will be content, I think, to go to the fourth quarter, trailing 20-14. Still anybody's ball game. And so that's our third quarter. Wildcats were able to add 6 points in the third quarter on their drive. And Hawks offense may be waking up here. They're starting to move the ball a little bit here at the end of the third quarter. Hopefully that's the case. We'll find out here in just a moment. Not going to be hard to turn this one around. They're right around midfield. So we'll turn this thing around and get ready for the fourth quarter. Rain may have let up a little bit, but not much. Still coming down mighty hard here. Looks like the players have kind of adjusted to it. Wildcats changed their offensive alignment a little bit to add a little back there for the quarterback. So the Hawks have it first down at their 49-yard line, it appears. All right, we're ready to go to the fourth quarter. And here's a handoff. This is Davenport, left side for a couple. Second down and 7. Second and 7. All right, they said that was Seyfarth on the carry. 14, not 4. All right, so second down. Hawks very deliberate. Taking a lot of time here. Here's Davenport, left side. Hold over at the end of that play. Taking a little farther outside than he normally runs it. Pickup is maybe about 2. Looks like 3rd and maybe 4. 3rd and 4. Again, every play crucial here. And we're into the fourth quarter. Here's a handoff. Seyfarth caught in the backfield this time. So a big fourth down play again. They've already converted 1 on this drive. So fourth down. 4th and about 5. And so now Hawks really need to keep this drive going. So on 4th and 5, going to run the bootleg, but he falls down. Moon was going to run that bootleg, and he fell down before he could get going. So the Hawks turn it over on downs. Just cannot get the footing out there for that play. It was open. He ran that earlier tonight and got big yards out of it too, but this time his feet failed him. And the Wildcats take over. Now the Gretna defense cannot allow another score. All right. Man in motion. He'll get it. Comes around the side and breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Finds some open room. Dancing around and finally will be brought out of bounds inside of the 30-yard line. Nice 20-yard run by Carter. right, so late flag out of bounds. This could be bad news. There was a little bit of activity after the play, and discussion now among the officials. And it's going to be walked off against the Hawks. This is a killer. Back-breaking penalty. All right, so after the play, personal foul against Gretna takes it down to the 14-yard line. And man in motion comes across. Going to hand it off the other way, but the Hawks are ready for it. Loss on the play here. Put a man in motion going right, and they tried to run it left, and they're going to lose. Loss is 3. 2nd and 13, and boy, the defense with its back against the goalpost has got to hold here. 2nd and 13. And they're going to run the sweep again. This time he gets away. Hawks had him, but he got away. A flag on the play. Still on his feet. Coming back across. And we've got a flag. And actually no gain. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Waiting for the official call here. This should be against the Wildcats. Probably going to be holding. All right. Holding occurred behind the line of scrimmage. Just going to really back them up to the 40-yard line. They've got to get to about the 4. So 2nd and about 36. I'm sorry, it's at the 30-yard line, 2nd and 26. Go back to the spread formation. Quarterback rolling. Throws across the middle. Incomplete. He threw low and incomplete. The rain is let up here for the moment, which is good news. Now 3rd and 20. I think it's 3rd and about 26. All right, so 3rd and about 26. So anything in the playbook here. Going back to the spread. 3 trips to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback under pressure, throws as he's hit. And we've got interference on the call and a touchdown on the catch. Nice play by the quarterback. He was getting hit, threw the ball downfield. The receiver on that side was able to make the catch. If he hadn't made the catch, it was going to be pass interference anyway. Now the score 26-14. Dan River. And they'll go for 2 here. That comes with 8:28 to go. That was about a 30-yard pass completion. I didn't catch the number who caught it. Might have been 2. All right, now the Wildcats set up for 2 here. Quarterback going to roll, throws, and incomplete. Intended for Carter. Goes incomplete. And so now the Hawks down by 12 with 8:28 to go. They got to get the offense in gear here the next couple of drives. With Wildcats now leading by a score of 26-14. Fortunately, the rain has let up, so that may help us on offense. Certainly help Dan River there to be able to get the passing game going with that rain letting up. So now with 8:28 to go, Hawks need 2 scores. Gretna just has not gotten the offense going in the second half. They looked good in that second quarter. Have not been able to duplicate that in the third quarter. Now we're into the fourth quarter. And they've got to make something happen. First, you start with a good kickoff return. Here's the kick, a little wobbler. It'll be hard to field. Fielded there and tries the middle of the field. He breaks through a first line and will be caught by the second line to the 28-yard line. Pretty good return there by the return man. I think it was 3 again, Thompson. So 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, 28-yard line for Gretna. Needing a couple of scores with 8:21 to go. So they'll need some chunk plays here, most likely. Here's a handoff. This is number 3, Thompson, just not able to get going. The Dan River defense has cleaned up their act here since halftime. Gain of a couple, 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for the Hawks. Again, we were tied at 14 in the end of the second quarter. Wildcats with 2 scores here in the third and in the beginning of the fourth. Here's the handoff coming around the right side. This is Mabins. Mabins with a nice run, but we'll get about 3 or 4. So now 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4 now. Looks like Carter for Dan River is having some cramp issues. Something there. Here's a handoff. Mabins will be pushed out of bounds for a big loss. And another 4th down coming up. Going to lose about 5. Tackle out of bounds here on the far side, and we have an injury. And Mabins is still down. Looks like maybe a cramp. Looks like they're working on a cramp. I had mentioned it looked like Carter might be cramping up for Dan River. So it'll be 4th down coming up when Mabins is able to get back across the field. It'll be looks like maybe 4th and 8 or 9. Definitely a punting situation coming up for Gretna. Mabin still being tended to here on the Dan River sideline. So he'll have a lengthy trip back across after they get him up. Again, our score is Dan River 26, Gretna 14. Maven's to his feet now. And he's walking across. And so Maven's slowly making that walk across. Now he'll start to jog a little bit as he heads off. Wind picking up now as the rain has moved out. Starting to get pretty breezy out here. So 4th down, the Hawks have no other thing to do but go for it here. Here's a handoff and a throw. This one hangs in the air forever. It is caught for the first down at the 41 of Dan River. And if it had got there a second earlier, he probably would have had a touchdown. Oh, wow. What a play. There's a toss and pass there. Toss to, I don't know who threw it. It got away from him and was hanging in the air forever, but he was able to make the catch. And so now first down for Gretna at the Dan River 41. Here's the handoff. This is Seyfarth pushing ahead. And that's kind of like we saw in the second quarter. Seyfarth eventually comes out of the end of that. Whistle was blown well before. A gain of maybe 7. 6:10 to go in the game. Gretna down by 12, but on the move here. All right, gain of 9 there. And here's handoff, pushing ahead. And another first down, short run. So first down for Gretna once again, this time inside of the 30 at about the 28, maybe? Check that. It's even further than that. That may be, hard to say. All right, Moon. Going to hand it off. This is Seyfarth. Seyfarth bounces off of one, pushes ahead for a little more. Running on that left side. Down to 5:20 to go. Hawks need a score and another score, so they're going to have some time left after this score. Clock down to about 5 minutes now. Their handoff. Seyfarth again. Right side this time. More positive yards. Not sure if he's got the first down. Looks like he's short. So third down coming up. Third and a couple. Again, I cannot see the yardage marker because they have it on the home side. Players are standing in front of it. All right, here's another keeper by the quarterback. And he is nailed at the end of that play. Hopefully he's up and okay. Appears to be. That was almost like a targeting play there, but looks like he's okay. So it is a first down. First and goal from the 10. Again, the clock now 4:15, 4:16. Here's handoff. Just not able to get the footing going. And this time they kills the play. That was Thompson, who was not able to get going. Again, the field is slick and wet. Not too muddy, but definitely slippery. All right, on second down. Here's a keeper by the quarterback in for the score. I'm sorry, that was a handoff to Thompson, number 3. Takes it in from about 11. And that cuts the lead to 6. 26-20, 3:33 to go. You got to think they're going to have to do an onside kick, I feel like. All right, they'll go for 2 here. And this one is in for the score. That's Seyfarth for 2. Cuts it to 26-22. 3:33 to go in the game. 26-22, our score. And you got to think the Hawks are going to have to do an onside kick. So this one here is going down to the wire. Got a slippery surface out there tonight. And so we'll see if the Wildcats can cover this one, or if the Hawks will be able to get the turnover. We'll see. 3:33 to go, a 4-point game. All right, so looks like that's probably Durham tying his shoe up there, getting his kicker shoe on. All right, so it all hinges on this onside kick. If you can get it, you got 3.5 minutes to score. All right, so Durham will kick from the right hash mark. Everybody expecting an onside kick. All right, Durham is still setting the ball. And the wind is blowing a little bit. It may be hard to keep it on the tee. Having some issues, it looks like. There's up. And we're set. Here comes the kick. And it's covered nicely by Dan River. Got a nice hop on that, right into his arms. Cover, I believe, was by number 5 for the Wildcats. And so now with 3:32 to go, Hawks are going to have to try to get a turnover. Going to have to use what timeouts. They got 2 timeouts, so they're going to have to probably use those 2, and maybe by chance they'll get an opportunity on offense. Are they going to stay in that spread type formation, but with one back? Low snap, handoff, and he's going to be stopped for a big loss of about 5. Now, quick, will they take a timeout now or let it go? All right, clock rolling. 3:15 to go. Loss of maybe 6. Clock's rolling. Wildcats are going to take their time, so I think if you make a stop on this next play, you got to take a timeout. Still in pretty good shape. 253 and counting. All right, here's the handoff. And they're going to stop him again right around the line of scrimmage. And we may have a timeout here. Okay. 2:38. .238 to go. Third down play coming up. It'll be third and about 16. Timeout now. Hawks will huddle up. So you got to have one more stop here. And if you can get this stop, you're going to have a couple of minutes to work with on offense. You won't have any timeouts, but you'll have a couple of minutes. Dan River 26, Gretna 22. Hawks need a stop right here. Spread the field. All right, we've got man in motion coming across. And here's the quarterback keeper. And he will not make the first down. He gets, maybe 7. Timeout is called. 2:30 to go. So, punting situation. All right, so fourth down. 4th and 13, and definitely a punting situation. Hawks have taken their final timeout. They will have 2 minutes and 30 seconds, however, but their offense is going to have to move quicker than they were previously. Probably have to run out of bounds a lot of plays just to save time where you can. You may have to even try to throw it a time or two, whatever you can do. Hawks looks like they're not going to send anybody back to receive the punt. Nope. Actually, they're going to send somebody back. That's Roman, I believe, back to receive. Dan Rivers had some trouble with snaps at times tonight. We'll see. Low snap. Kick away. Nice kick. And Roman will let it bounce. Takes a sideways hop. And will be downed at the 21-yard line. So the Hawks have about 80 yards to go. 2:21 to do it. So some chunk plays are going to be needed. And get out of bounds when you can. You don't have any timeouts. All right, so from the 20. Comes down to the final drive. All right, here's the pitch. This is Mabins going around the left side. Mabins gets around the corner, up the sideline. Mabins, one man to beat. He will be tackled, however, at the 45. Good run by Mabins. That's a 25-yard run. All right, Mabins got a big chunk. We talked about needing some chunks. He got 25 right there on one run. Clock stops at 2:12. And now it will start. Going to run Mabins again. Mabins going right side. Mabins cannot find a hole this time. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, a loss of maybe 1. Clock sinks now under 2 minutes, and we have an injury. We got an injury there. I think that's a Wildcat down. Coming up with a cramp. He's quickly off the field. And then we got a injury timeout, but they're calling him back. They're going to start the clock, so the Hawks need to be aware of that. The clock is running. They need to hurry it up. Second down play. Clock's running. Pitch to Mabins. Mabins inside. Spins out of a tackle. And will be stopped short of the first down. Down to a minute 25 and rolling here. Third and 4. Hawks got to move quickly. 3rd and 4. Here's Mabins trying to bounce it outside and nowhere to go. He'll be shoved back. 4th down coming up. A minute to go. 4th down. Clock now under a minute. Again, the Hawks do not have a timeout. And the clock is moving. 48 seconds, 47 seconds. 4th and short here. Here's a pitch to Mabins, and he is met for a loss, and that's going to be the ball game. So, with 33.2 seconds to go,